What up, y'all? In this game of life, you can choose to play the game however you want. You know, on my channel, I got a playlist called as Hip Hop a Psyop. The psychological operation of the young mind. And every now and then I get a vibration to do a talk. But today it's just a life talk. It's about understanding things, what you get yourself into, especially if you want to play the game at a high level. Because if you can see the reality for what it is, you see what people go through, the celebs go through, stars go through. And remember, the point of playing this game is to win the game. You know what I mean? So I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Like, share, subscribe. And if you're new to my videos, hit that subscription button. It helps my channel grow. You know what I'm saying? And we're just vibing today. And on that note, I will catch you on the other side of the intro. CLP, Jano Star. What up, everybody? How was it doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope you get back on track sooner or later. It's a good idea thing. You know what I mean? I wanted to add to the playlist today, my hip hop psyop playlist, because that's a controversial question. My girl said, hey, don't need to ask no more, because if you look at the reality of things, obviously it is. You know? But I'm like, man, this is the game of life and how they play with people. But people still get caught up in the system, and that's crazy. It's been going on from day one. Because think about it, yo. You're young, you're a kid, you're energetic, you got vibrations, you're feeling things, You feel this and feel that. You want to partake. You see all the enticements, entertainment. You're a singer, you got a really good, dope voice. You're a kid, though, you're young, but you know what I'm saying? You got energy for that. And how they get you? They lined you up with the contract. Fly you out, best studios, cars, cribs, like the best producers, everything. But what they don't tell you is you're paid for everything. Everything is within that contract that you signed. So you sign that contract, they give you the advance, not the whole meal, but some of that money of the contract that can be, the full contract. So you get some of it as an advance. And you see the reality of things, how to set you up. Because if you look at how people handle, some people blow it, some people invest and actually do the work. But it's crazy how they get you. Because if your music, your entertainment, whatever you do, don't take off, then you owe all that money and some, plus the interest that's gonna come with it. It's a hell of a trick, man. And now, to get you so deep, you gotta do other things just to get through. Look at all these celebs, entertainers, rappers, actors, singers, you know what I'm saying? From the past to the present. Look at the reality of things. If you're not solid, focused, that still can get you. But it's about understanding the reality. The game of life is in many ways. So whatever you're partaking in, you got to see the reality of it. Things happen for a reason. And I say sometimes you just won't know until that thing happened and the reason comes out. And when the reason comes out, you can make your decisions and choices. Look at that group TLC, big back in the 90s, and look what happened, how it turned out. You see the speech on the award show, broke, no money, but they sold so much. To fast forward, look at Finesse 2 times. Did his thing, got on. I remember when he first popped up, he was everywhere, and then it slowly faded out. Still there though, cause I see him going viral, not rapping, not making music, but talking. You know, and there's so much stories in between, and that's why I started this playlist, just to question things, to get some understanding of what's going on. And, is hip hop a psyop playing on young people's mind? Cause you see the glories in the music videos, you see all the enticements, your favorite artists, you see what they do, all the enticements. Now you want that. Get yourself in that position and realize it's a trap. Lil Wayne, right? He said he's the greatest rapper in his mind of all times. But that's in his mind. Because there's so much legendary acts before Lil Wayne. But Lil Wayne was rapping for all these years. I remember when he popped up, 99. He was rapping before that, but on a nationwide scale. I remember that popped up in 99. And I watched his career grew throughout the years. Me, I'm a lyricist. I like good music, so I didn't listen to that stuff. The rest of everybody else, he had his audience. He had, the hip hop on lock, whatnot. All these years, and now, forward to these times in 2026, look at Lil Wayne. Contract wasn't right. Music didn't stand the time. Music was just for now. You know. You hear all the disputes he had throughout the years, suing Birdman and all of that for all that money. Then died down, quiet down. You know why? Because he signed a contract without understanding, without reading it, without looking at all the paperwork, the fine print that goes within it. The game of life, something else, man. It's all about understanding. Understanding things of whatever you get yourself into. Because understanding can give you a better chance in your decisions of winning. Now, that game is rigged, obviously. Because once you sign that contract, they got you. But just holding the vibe. You know what I'm saying?